So as you log in, you go to Blackboard. Okay, first of all, when you're in Blackboard, you should see the Mylabsplus on the left side of the page, and obviously you have because you've been here already. And it does take you to the course home. So this is how you will get to your course, every time you go in there. Now, this is what your homepage looks like as you log into the course. I am going to go to the entire course to date, and it kind of lines out all your assignments, which may look a little overwhelming. So you can always change that. You can go current and view by every couple weeks. So you've got your, calendar there, or you can go by day, however you want to do it, or by week, or by month. Okay. So, and they've changed the calendar up a little bit from what I'm used to, but that's all right. And if you look at the calendar, there's oftentimes, I guess, these little bulbs that tell you when things are due. Okay. I'll talk more about that later. But you can set up this homepage for however you want to do it. I'm just going to right now go to entire course to date. And the first thing you'll see is run your browser check. Okay. Click on it. Make sure that you have all the proper, the website first of all. The browser, not the website. Firefox, Chrome, Safari, Internet Explorer does not work well sometimes with this online offering system. There's also a link on how to enter answers. I suggest you view that. Just because it makes things easier if you kind of can go over the basics of where to find things for your homework. I've got no messages, but be on the lookout. I do communicate weekly, sometimes twice a week, depends on what's going on. So always check either your email or the announcements. I try to do both. I'll send it. I create an announcement, send it through email. So just make sure you be vigilant, okay? But we can go back to the course home, and it's going to tell you where you are, if you have any past due assignments, your current assignments, and it takes you right through everything, okay? You can also, I'm sure there's other things you can include here if you want to. It's not going to hurt you to click on settings. But just make sure you have everything you need, okay? And this little blurb here is kind of your grade book. Right now, we've done nothing, so there's no need to look at it, okay? So that's kind of your home page. Now, you've been to the start here. You've been to the orientation video. There are 2 syllabi. In this class, we have 126 students, and we have students that are in the 126 but also have a supplemental workshop. So if you are in 126, you only need to worry about the 126 syllabus. If you're in both, then you'll need to look at both. Now, I will cover the 126S class on a separate video. But there's your syllabus for 126. So it's got my contact info, where I am. Email is my preferred method of contact. I'm very good at responding to emails, usually within 24 hours during the week. On weekends, it just depends what's going on. So it could be within a day on weekends, could be by Monday. So you gotta, it's just the way it is. My office hours are listed here, and I'm going to do something new this year. I'm going to do virtual office hours on Wednesday nights from 7 to 8 for those of you all who work and don't have time during the day, and maybe you need to discuss something with me. Now, right now, it's going to be over email. There may be other ways, and I'm going to look at them. If you need, like a chat or something like that, I think we can go through Blackboard possibly. I don't know. I know just enough to be dangerous sometimes with technology, but we'll see. So, that's something new I'm going to do. because I do want you to be able to ask me for help. Now, here's stuff you can read through. We have our official course competencies. We do cover algebra and trigonometry. Um, you know, some things can be difficult. Some things are going to look familiar. Sometimes terminology gets you in this course, just because of the some of the measurements. But overall, hopefully you can still do the math. Okay, not worry about too much about the terminology. Your required technology here. We talk about your compatible browsers. Your textbook is included with your registration. It's online. A scientific calculator is a must. Here are a couple that are recommended. I really like the 30X, this one here, simply because ease of use. If you are using your cell phone, a computer, or tablet for a calculator, it's going to be fine until you go take your proctor test. Okay, then you're going to have problems. Here's the book we use. Policies, you definitely need to take the pretest by January 21st, or you will be listed as a no-show. So please do something, take the pretest, and get to work. Here's my email policy. I've talked about it. We've got homework assignments. They can be worked as often as you want. There's due dates on them. I will show you all that here shortly. But work them till you get things right. Sometimes there's issues with rounding that may make you miss it. If there's a big problem, let me know. Okay, I'll go in and fix it. But, try to pay attention to decimal places, how to round, things like that. Tenths place versus hundredths place. Know where they are. We also have quizzes. They're worth 10% of your grade. You can take them 3 times to improve your score. The exams are the biggie. We have 4. So I give you 2 that you can take at your leisure, at home. Not at your leisure, but at home. They have due dates. And then there's 2 that must be proctored. The key is you've got to have a passing average on the midterm and final to be eligible to pass the course. Now, the other 2 exams, will help prepare you for the midterm and the final. And it can also help improve your overall average. So, you will be getting information about that as it comes due. But, your exams are 40% for the 2 regular and 40% for the midterm and final. Okay. If you have technical difficulties, I do allow 1 retake. If it's at a testing center, though, it's got to be their fault. But if you're at home, got technical difficulties, you get 1 retake. I also review all exams, so don't panic. If you did, type something in wrong, I'll figure it out. No need to email me because I review every exam. So here's some information about your time expectations, Mylabsplus, our tutoring policy. You can read through that. Late work. Should not happen, but some things do happen, and everything's subject to a 10% penalty. Here's the grading scale. I talked about it earlier. Withdrawal policy. There's links to where the withdrawal. There's other college policies. You can link that and find those if you want to. If you've got a disability, you need to have it documented before I can do anything. I cannot give you any accommodations without it coming from their office. And here's some more gen ed competencies. Now, your course outline is what I talked about earlier about your due dates. I've had to kind of go to weekly due dates because some students just can't seem to pace themselves. So I have to do a better job at pacing you. Too many times students will try to do 6 assignments in 2 days, and then they have, bad success. So what I've done is I've kind of made things, every week. Now, for the first batch of assignments, I've given you 2 weeks. Okay. I've tried to make a lot of Sundays. Can't always do that, but I've tried to make a lot of things due on Sunday for those y'all that work all week. And maybe this will help you, not feel so overwhelmed for those procrastinators out there. Okay, so, pay attention to this. When I show you where your graded homework is, you'll see the due dates are posted by each assignment as well. But, we've got 3 quizzes, then your midterm. We've got 2 quizzes and your first test. Okay, it looks overwhelming, but it shouldn't be. Okay, so that's the deal with that. I'm going to go back to the class, click on the main menu, and below the start here are what are your class notes and videos. So what I've done is I have videos. Other instructors that have used this course have made videos. So some are mine, some are theirs. And oftentimes we have text examples, like notes. Okay. So when you're doing your videos, when you're looking for a video, some students subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't do that. The problem with that is I have videos for 2 or 3 other classes, and you may have a hard time finding what you need. Go get your videos through these sections here. That way it goes right in line with all your homework assignments. Okay? All these videos are each homework assignment you have through the class. And there's help with everything. Video, and like I said, oftentimes there are other notes. If something doesn't work, let me know. I thought I checked all of them, but I had to kind of create a new course. Hopefully everything's working. But I think they're all YouTube videos, so they should all be fine. Okay, but you never know. So if something happens, let me know. All right, so, these videos are there for your help. If you get stuck on stuff, use it to your advantage. The next topic or item is your graded homework. So again, here's where it kind of goes right in line with my course outline. You go through here on the left side, and this gives you every single assignment you have. It takes you right on down the list, right on down the line. All your homework, quiz. Homework, quiz, practice exam, exam 1. Okay. Now, for those of y'all that aren't in the 126S, you're seeing these assignments here. You don't need to work those unless you're a 126S student. Okay. Now, you certainly can if you want to, but you don't have to. Okay. They are not included in your grade book, but they need to be done by the 126S students for part of their grade. Okay, so you can look at this by all assignments. You can go just by homework. Okay, because the link below are your quizzes and tests. But you don't have to do that. You can go, and show all assignments all the time, and just go right in order. That's for me, the best way to proceed is to go right in order. All right, study plan. I really don't use that much. But you certainly, if you run into problems, you can go through the study plan. We don't cover every chapter that's listed. But if you can find the specific chapter and the topic you're looking for, like if you're in chapter 1 and you're having trouble with, linear equations, which is right here, then you can do more practice. But probably the best thing to do is just keep working your homework. Your grade book is next. So that's where your grades will be posted. The e-text, this is one way to get it. You can go straight to your e-book. And it will probably come up to the beginning of the book. Sometimes it does take a while to load up. I mean, my computer's old and slow. Or while we're waiting on that, you can just go straight to the chapter contents. Uh-oh. My web page is shutting down. Don't shut down my browser. Okay. All right. So whatever happened, happened. But the ebook is here, and it is just not loaded up right. And it's probably something with my internet. There we go. It's coming. But it takes you through the whole book, or you can go through the chapter contents. And if there's something you want to see, like in solving equations, which is section 1.10, you can go straight to that section. You can view the e-text. And so there's two different ways to actually, more than that, to get to where you need to get. Okay. So, it can be a little confusing, but you're not going to hurt anything by clicking on this left side. Okay. You're just not. We will be doing some discussion boards, so please, I haven't created it yet, but there will be a thread for you just to kind of introduce yourself, so we can maybe, have people talk to each other. I may be posting some, threads on certain topics for people to help each other with as we go through the course. So please be on the lookout for that. Okay. So that's kind of it as the course goes. Again, don't be afraid to click on these buttons. Okay. You're not going to hurt anything by clicking on these tabs. So familiarize yourself with the course, get busy, and everything will be fine. So good luck. And again, hope to hear from you.